We were formed in 2004. The governor of Colorado, commissioned RTD to have a police department, but we really didn't grow. We gradually added the police officers here or there, year to year. So about 3 years ago, we only had 12 police officers. Our general manager and CEO reached out to APTA, which is American Public Transportation Association, to do a peer review in regards to our security model. And they said, hey, you guys have a basis. You should really start building that foundation and hiring more police officers.
I recognized that we had a sworn police department, but we were heavily reliant on third-party security entity. Thought it would be most prudent to assess what it is that I didn't know. I leveraged a peer review whereby we had different member agencies that had sworn police departments to come out and assess our security model.
Here in the last 3 years, we've risen to over 94 police officers as today's date, with a goal of reaching 149 by year's end. And a lot of that is just word of mouth getting out there. We're a different type of style of policing. So a lot of lateral officers, which are officers with experience at other police departments, have really taken to what our policing plan is and our vision. So we've had a lot of those individuals come over to join our police department. And again, we're very service oriented and customer focused and community relations focused. And I think that's really what a lot of police officers really want to do.
Basically, I want to ensure that we are making lives better through connection and providing the ultimate customer experience. Recognizing that our buses and trains are traveling through municipalities and jurisdictions, and whatever happening in those municipalities and jurisdictions are going to spill over into public transit because we're interwoven into the fabric of the community.
We were actually the first transportation agency in the country to bring mental health clinicians and do a co-responder model with our police department. By bringing on the clinicians and the unhoused navigators has really allowed our officers to focus more on the enforcement action and then have individuals that are more trained, more educated, understand those systems, to be out there and knowing where there are places of need for individuals that need that help.
The Video Investigations Department has access to thousands of recording assets aboard our trains, light rail vehicles, buses, and across all of RTD properties. We provide digital video evidence in support of ongoing administrative and criminal investigations for both RTD and for our local law enforcement agencies. We have access to live looking capabilities aboard our buses, trains, and light rail vehicles, which allows us to provide real-time information to officers who are responding to in-progress calls. And additionally, we monitor proactively hotspot locations for criminal activity to hopefully get in front of and deter any unwanted behavior across RTD properties.
The call will come in to one of our call takers. They're going to start a call for service. During that, they're going to be making sure that the caller is safe and out of danger. They're going to determine the priority level and the call type of what exactly is going on. That information is going to be saved over to our radio dispatcher, and then they're going to dispatch that out to our officers and give them the pertinent information and make sure the party's safe or we handle the problem.
I would say the tool that has made the most significant improvements for RTD is the live look-in capabilities. One of the unique things about RTD is that our assets are always moving. So now our ability by way of technology to move with the involved parties allows our officers to be more precise in where they respond and then also to make more accurate decisions in regards to what took place.
What makes us a little different is that we're the second largest jurisdiction in Colorado, just behind Colorado State Patrol. We do have about 17,000 cameras. That's including the static cameras and mobile cameras. We have about 500 emergency phones throughout our stations.
As a canine officer, a typical day, show up with the dogs, go to briefing, try to get out in the alignment, try to be visible, try to get on trains, buses. The biggest thing for us is visibility. We like just going around, like community likes seeing the dogs, people like seeing the dogs. And we just like, getting out, checking bags, and occasionally we'll get some calls for service. And so we'll do the traditional police officer stuff as well. And then we also got the canine side. My first experience is with an agency where it's establishing a union, I'm just thankful that we had a good core group of officers. It was, they were supportive along the way, and I just tried to do what I could to support them. And I think RTD, they were amazing, and the relationships we built were so strong and so good that we just came together, and I'm just so thankful that it went so smooth because everything just seemed to mesh together.
We go through 2,300 square miles, 8 counties and 40 cities. So we really rely heavily, whether it be working with the law enforcement agencies within those areas, community groups, the municipalities, service organizations. And again, we have over thousands and thousands of bus stops, our platforms. Those do affect the community and neighbors. So we make sure that we're present at neighborhood HOA meetings or any events that people could utilize transportation to get to as well, and really find out what events are happening and where we could be present and get our name brand out there. A lot of people sometimes don't know that RTD has a police department since we are so new and the growth that we've had. So being visible, having our vehicles out there, our officers with our patches and badges, being able to answer questions has been instrumental about, having people know where to go to if they need assistance.
Basically, RTDPD is critically important. We need to have a community-based policing model whereby our police officers are in and out on the system, they are engaging with customers, and they're truly showcasing that RTD is making lives better through connections.
I mean, I just think RTD is a great place to work. There's not a lot of places you can come to a department where there's a new agency that's growing and you can be a part of something as it grows. A lot of agencies, you go to it and it's already established and you just come up to the ranks, and here, you're going to be part of that. I think it'll be interesting looking back in 20 years to see where this agency is compared to how it is today.
By giving everyone a voice, either internally, even our staff internally and our officers, but externally to our customers and our employees and our ridership, to really tell us what to focus on is how we're going to measure our success moving forward.